Hey, Jeff, can you update injured players, Larkin and Fabry in particular?
First, John, looking good in the three-piece suit there. I appreciate that.
Just for you.
Yeah, Larkin is out. Fabry will be a game-time decision. Bird's still out. Stetch is out.
What's your guess on how long you're going to be playing without Dylan Larkin?
My guess would be through these next two games tonight and Thursday, and then I would hope to have him back then when we see Tampa. We obviously have a pretty long break then, so we'd hope to have him back. He's not on the trip here, so he's not going to play Thursday in Carolina either. Okay,
and especially in light of your frontline guys being out, how I guess rewarding is it that some of your third and fourth line guys are stepping up and contributing offensively?
Well, it's an important piece of it, and hopefully, eventually we can get everybody back healthy, and all of them can continue to contribute. We went through large stretches of the season where we didn't score enough. We could have won more games had we scored an extra goal a night. And so I think it's good that those guys are scoring and hopefully feeling good about themselves. And, we just need to make sure we spread that depth of scoring out as much as we can.
And it would be nice to have some tough decisions to make about who to play and who to send down.
Yeah. No, it's great. I think you were going to reference Fetch. He comes in here, he scored a goal each game. We'd love if when guys get called up and play, they make it hard on us. And the more they make it hard on us, the better it is. It's really not that hard, to be honest with you. He's played 2 games and he's scored in both games. And if you can continue that, there's other ways that you have impacts on games, positive and negative. And we certainly look at all that. But scoring matters. Production does matter. So I hope Svech can continue that pace. And as other guys come in, I hope they can continue that, or they can score and make it hard on us.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Next up, Max Bultman with the Athletic.
No three-piece suit for me, unfortunately.
No.
So if Fabry's a game time decision, does that make Rasmussen a game decision too? Like, is that a like for like situation, or is he in either way?
Ras will play either way.
Okay. And then after the third period the other day, what are you kind of looking to see here, especially at the start of the game, to get everything back on track there?
The third period is the third period. It's frustrating. It's a period of hockey, though. I think we will have flushed that by the time the game starts. This is a new game, regardless of what happened the previous game. We've done a good job over the last number of years of having that philosophy and living that way. It doesn't always mean that the next game is the way you want it to go, but I think the third period and actually some of the mistakes we made throughout that game were not things that have been characteristic of this hockey team. I think we've done a really good job, as I've mentioned, on our sorts, coming back into our end, picking people up, not giving up outnumbered rush chances and goals against them. We did a poor job against Chicago. So, that's something that was addressed yesterday in a meeting that was sent out. And then now it's flushed and we move forward.
One more quick one for you. Since the last time you guys saw Columbus, they added Patrick Laine. What kind of threat does he pose, and how do you go about trying to slow him down?
Well, a real threat on the power play, real threat. He's one of, maybe there's not very many guys that shoot the puck like him. Obviously, Ovechkin would be another one where it really changes the power play outlook. He scores not only from outside the normal area of which people score when you shoot one-timers. I mean, a lot of times the pass from the top to the flank one-timer isn't that dangerous. The numbers say it's not that dangerous, but for guys like him and Ovechkin, it's super dangerous, and it's dangerous in large areas. Like, it's not just in the scoring square. It's outside those areas he can score from. And then the chaos that he creates is also dangerous. So on the power play especially, he's a real dangerous player. We're just going to have to do a real good job on our penalty kill. That starts with being very disciplined.
Thanks, Jeff.
Next up, Ted Colfin, Detroit News.
Yeah, I'm with Max. Standard fleece hoodie today. What are you expecting from Rasmussen today? I mean, what kind of reports did you get from Ben down in Grand Rapids?
Reports from Ben, reports from Steve. All have been that he's played very well. He's done a good job. He's been, I think he's gone down and did what he needed to do in the short period of time. In the sense of going down and playing fast, playing without fear playing, and I mean that without fear making mistakes, not without fear of physicality, playing physical, being hard on people, being good defensively, making good decisions with the puck, being quicker decisions with the puck. So, all in all, I think I think the feeling was from Ben that he's taken a huge step from a year ago, and that's a positive thing for all of us. And so hopefully he can come in here. I mean, it's a different league. It's a different animal up here for sure, but that doesn't mean that his game doesn't translate well. I'm hoping it does translate well. And the one thing that he brings to our team is real size. And, when you play against teams like Columbus who protect the middle very well, who have very good defensemen, it's important to have that kind of size in the lineup if they're playing well. So we're hoping to have a good night from us.
Yeah, just flying in on a day of a game, obviously it's a real short flight. But I don't know. I mean, are you guys worried about it? Any routine being upset or, upended or whatnot? I mean, and what made you guys decide to do it the way you did today?
Well, first off, this is the third time we've done it. We did it to both Chicago games. So this is the third time we've done it. So I think the more you do it, the more you get used to it. I think, certainly routine is, you worry about disruption of routine. It's not really that taxing, but, I do think it's a different routine. And so, as this is the third time, I'm hoping we're even better at it this time than the last two times, meaning that we start the game really running. I think ultimately we spend lots of nights in hotel rooms in any year. In this year, without the ability to get out and really get outside your hotel room, we just feel it's important to have those extra nights at home rather than have them sitting in a hotel room doing nothing. So that's a lot of the reasoning why we're doing what we're doing, and hopefully we can again start the game ready to go.
Hey, Jeff, just looking at the video, what have you seen from Columbus? Obviously, they're probably not very happy with the way things are going right now for them.
No, but I think it's a fine line league, and I looked up. I think Ottawa's 4-1 their last 5. I think they had won 4 games previous to that. It's a league where things they can change fast. I think their games have been very close. They've lost a ton of close games, and I think they're a typical Columbus team. They just haven't scored quite enough to put enough in the win column. But they're always going to be a hard team to play against. They're always going to be really good defensively. I think it's the ebbs and flows of the season, and I hope we can play great hockey here tonight, put ourselves in position to win, because they're going to take that. They're a really good team. They got one of the best defensemen in the league in Jones, and one of the top 10 defensemen in the league in Laurenti. So that's a good place to start. They got a depth of forwards up front, and I think Korpisalo is a good goalie. So we're going to have our hands full.
Anything new on Bert? I mean, I don't know if you gave much of an update on him other than, well, any close to timetable or anything like that?
I do not. He hasn't got to a point to where he's ready to practice. I guess my timetable would be, he's more than a week away at least.
Okay. That's good. That's all I need. Thanks, Jeff.
Yep.
That's it for us this afternoon. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.